Happy Thanksgiving! Welcome to episode number 2 of this Madden 20 Play Now series. And today, it's going to be the Packers and the Cowboys. Packers are 88 overall. The Cowboys are 86 overall. The Cowboys will be the blue controller. And yeah, usually it's a gray or camo controller, but it's charged and I used it yesterday. So the Packers will be the black controller, which, like, moving between team times, it went 2 times. The last time I messed up. I had to charge it yesterday. It ended completely dead. I haven't used it in a while. But here we go. I'm broadcasting this game, by the way. Also, I broadcast a full, probably the first game today. And the third game, the second game, maybe a little, because we're only around 4, so it might be only like 1/2 total. I mean, like the first quarter and the fourth quarter, or if it goes overtime, I don't know. And right now it's 10. And the game starts at 11:30. It's 11:30, 3:30, and 7:20. So here we go. Enhanced. I tried a game on Pro. I did win 34-0. I had 5 touchdowns. I went for a fake PATs, and I didn't, obviously. I was going to try for a game on All Pro. It does Pro, and then All Madden as well, but maybe, like, I don't know, maybe Saturday. Yeah, maybe Saturday. I don't know. But here we go. Normal uniforms. We're good. Let's do this. But plans are for this game and for the first and third game today. Maybe parts of the second game. Here we go. Let's just say it's a 1 p.m. game, so early game. Stadium Cowboys open roof, 6 minutes. Weather's clear, you can't change it up. So here we go. Packers are the black controller, the Cowboys are the blue controller. Here we go. The camo controller is charging. Hopefully, I'm asking for a gold controller for Christmas. And I know I use both of my cameras for the Christmas vlog. Should go up, I don't know, a few days after Christmas. Or maybe the day after Christmas. But let's watch a presentation.
Hey everybody,
Jonathan Coachman.
And this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the 15-year
I thought they would say like Happy Thanksgiving.
Green Bay Packers as they take on
He sometimes says, what in this Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports? But he didn't say anything about Thanksgiving.
Let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are here at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys in Arlington, Texas, as they face off here against the Green Bay Packers. This game is between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys here at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! Vinny Tomaso here in the broadcast booth. And in Madden 20 is Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. And in the studio, back in Orlando, is Jonathan Coachman. And he'll have the EA Sports halftime report at halftime. The Packers winner toss and out to 2 receive. Trayon Smith will be returning it. Will be returning it for the Packers as he stands in the end zone. Here's the kick by the Cowboys kicker. Wins 2 miles an hour, blowing basically in the face of the kicker, but not that much wind, minimum wind. And here we go, here on Thanksgiving Day, and that will be fielding the top by Smith in the end zone and Need in the end zone for a touchback. And the Packers will start their first drive of their Thanksgiving Day game at their own 25-yard line.
Now, you know, if you go back to the early part of the decade, Aaron Rodgers needed to use a silent count in a game in San Diego because the Charger crowd was so loud. It might have been Phillip Rivers who needed the silent count in Week 9 because there were more Packers fans there. But, hey, the Packers did not perform well.
They certainly didn't. And remember, that's coming off that huge win at Kansas City. Another place hard to win because of the crowd.
Here's a snap in the pocket. Hooked it. Throws it, and it's off target due to the pressure. And let's meet the Packers offense. Here's the offensive line for the Packers. And they have 2 wide receivers, running backs and a tight end. The two wide receivers is Stanton and Adams. The two running backs are Williams and Jones, and the tight end is Graham. Here we go. Jones in motion. Rodgers letting the throw. Wide open. That's Allison.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing.
No, Graham's not in this play. Here's a snap in the pocket. Look at that is an Allison. He touches it, and he will go down to the Cowboys 36-yard line. And Allison is in, but the starters they showed was Adams and Stanton for receivers, Jones and Williams for running backs, and Graham for the tight end.
Experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he
See?
can get you downfield.
Yeah, I mean Allison's not in there. They have Vitale, their fullback, and they'll throw it not the way by the defender for the Cowboys, and let's meet the Cowboys defense. 4 defensive linemen, left end, right end, 2 defensive tackles, 3 linebackers, left outside linebacker, middle linebacker, and right outside linebacker. And they have 2 cornerbacks, a strong safety, and a free safety. They're secondary. 2nd and 10 from the Cowboys 36-yard line. 4:50 left in the first half. 4:50 left in the first quarter. Here's a snap. Rodgers in the pocket. Look at it is caught by Stanley. He is down in the 9. First and goal from that point. 28-yard reception.
8 yards there and give him a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did without our
From the 9-yard line. And the Packers' first drive is Stephen Day. Here's the snap. Oh, no! Oh, Rodgers breaks the tackle. Throws in the end zone. Touchdown! Devontae Adams! And the Packers take the early lead here on Thanksgiving. With 4:13 left in the first quarter. Broke the tackle. Adams wide open. In the back of the end zone, touchdown. Here's the bad left pylon to him
because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Here's Mr. Crosby for the PAT. Snap is good. Those are catches right down the middle, and the Packers take a 7-0 lead with 4:13 left in the first quarter of their Thanksgiving Day game.
So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards, and it ends with a Packers.
Here's a kick by Mason Crosby. Minimum wind 2 miles an hour, basically blowing from right to left. And here's a kick, and it will be fielded by Tavon Austin in the end zone, and kneed by Tavon Austin in the end zone. And the Cowboys will start their first drive of their Thanksgiving Day game against the Packers at their own 25-yard line. Yeah, 22 touchdown passes last season, 8 interceptions, 3,885 passing yards last season. By the way, the Christmas tournament, which none of the names will probably be on camera, or some of them might be. And it will be the point announcers. Some of them. For the minis tournament, it wasn't, but because the Christmas tournament's much better, there might be some names on camera. Here we go! Prescott throws it deep, and it is incomplete. Tender receiver was Jason Winton, the tight end for the Cowboys. And let's meet the Cowboys offense. Here's the offensive line. And they have 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end. Obviously, so you might see for the minis tournament it was much shorter, but you probably see at least some of it. Probably the champ. Well, you won't see the whole game, but probably because Vinny's tournament is much better, you'll at least see the Super Bowl and maybe the Super Bowl. Here's the throw to Winton, and he gets 3 yards. And let's meet the Packers defense. Have a left end, defensive tackle, or right end, and then they have 4 linebackers. They have the Smiths, left outside linebacker, and the right outside linebacker, and then 2 cornerbacks and a strong safety and a free safety. So, I mean, there's Preston Smith and Xavier Smith. They're not brothers, but they are the two of the 4 linebackers. And he's down! Look who it is! It's Jenny Clark! 4th and 13 from the Cowboys' own 22-yard line, and here comes the punt team. So they did a touchdown and then a 3 and out.
Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
There's the tip by the Cowboys punter. There's the punt, and it will be returned from their own 23-yard line. And he breaks through, and he gets up to their own 42-yard line. That's where the Packers will start their 2nd drive of their Thanksgiving Day game against the Cowboys.
First down and 10. Packers coming back out here offensively, and even though they lost in Week 9, they're still at 7-2 and still on top of the NFC North. So probably not too much to read into that Week 9 loss.
Here we go in the pocket, looking, play action. No pressure! And Lawrence almost hit it away. Or he did hit it away. So you only see the Super Bowl in the Christmas tournament because it's much long, or it's a bigger tournament than the Vinny. Because there was only what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was only 7 games in the Vinny tournament. There'll be a lot more in the Christmas tournament. Here's the throw, and it hits Adams right in the head, I believe. Incomplete, 3rd and 10 now. And now the Cowboys are trying for their own 3 and out. And hit the ball back. Here we go. Play action. Bootleg to the left. Throws it. And it is dropped by Graham. And so both teams straight 3 and outs after the first drive of the Packers was a touchdown. 2:43 left in the first quarter. Here comes the punt team for Green Bay. Here's the tip by J.J. Stott. Or here's a punt by J.J. Stott, the Packers punter. And it's close, and it will go out of bounds at their own 7-yard line. And that's what the Cowboys will start their 2nd drive of their Thanksgiving Day game against the Packers.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Inside their own 10-yard line, not inside their own 5, but you're not probably doing play action. Because if you do, you don't have Prescott standing in his own end zone. Here we go. We have Elliott in his own end zone. Here we go. Standing from the 1. He's going to throw it, and it is caught by, I believe, maybe like the 2nd running back. 9 yards, or 6 yards, 2nd and 4, and they're off their own goal line. He threw that from their own 1-yard line. But you'll see at least a Super Bowl in the Christmas tournament. And probably more than that. But the Vinny tournament was only 7 days long. It's a lot. The Christmas tournament's a lot more days. Here's the throw. Caught by Whitten. Up the gut. And he's up to their own 41-yard line with under 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. I mean, let me think. There were 7 days in that Vinny tournament. I never filmed any of them. But there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 names in the Christmas tournament. So hopefully maybe like a fifth of that, maybe like 3 games, maybe like a third of that, 5 games, but at least a Super Bowl. So there will at least be one day I'm filming the Christmas tournament. It will be the Super Bowl, but probably it's gonna be like at least 3 days probably I'm not filming because there's 15 days in the Christmas tournament. There was only 7 in the Vinny's tournament. There's 15 in the Christmas tournament, so you only see 1 in the Super Bowl, but you probably don't see like 3 to 5. Here we go. Winston, I believe, retired after the year or the 2017 season. Took a year off and then came back. Here's a snap. Play action to the left. Here's a snap. The ball's out. It's Preston Smith. Picked up by the Packers. Actually, that was Savage recovered it, but oh my! So a 3 and out, and now Preston Smith to the strip set, and Savage with the fumble recovery. And the Packers get the ball at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. So a 3 and out for the Cowboys, and then they fumble the ball, and the Packers did it. We're on controller. Here's the snap. Here's Rodgers trying to double their lead. The ball is picked off! Picked up by Byron Jones! And they will take over at their own 11-yard line. So a fumble by the Cowboys, and that's play. Rodgers throws to Adams, but it's intercepted. There's a lot of contact, though. But no flag, and the Cowboys take over at their own 11-yard line. So here we go. Here's Prescott on controller. Here's the snap in the pocket. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by Witten, and he's close to a first down. He gets 9, 7-1. Under a minute to go in the first quarter of the state intimidated game between the Packers and the Cowboys here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Here's the snap. Throws it. The ball is knocked away by the defender. I believe 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 now. If you don't get it, you see the punt. I mean, and they don't get this. It's 2 3 and outs. And good play by the middle linebacker. And that's 2 3 and outs plus a fumble.
That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind.
And they're gonna go for them on their own 20. Oh my! And he is stopped. Elliott loses 2 yards, and the Packers take over inside the. It's already in the red zone. Questionable call. They brought the house. They brought more rushers than blockers for the Cowboys. Here we go. Throws it. Not the way. And hit Vitale in the back. I believe the numbers. And my goodness. For the Packers, you gotta score a touchdown here. You can't settle for 3. Here we go. Graham wide open. He is down on the 5. 1st and goal with under 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now.
And that probably last play of the quarter.
But they're still big people.
Here's Jones, and he will get 2 yards. 2nd and goal from the Cowboys. 3-yard or 4-yard line. Comes back. End of the first quarter. The score is 7-0 Packers. You're watching the NFL here on EA Sports. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're about to start the 2nd quarter. They're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal from the 4. Here's 2nd and goal. Here we go. Throws it. Adams! He went right by him and into the tunnel. 3rd and goal.
Some of those windows in total football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal.
Here we go. Now run it. Oh my God. Jones! And he is to the 1-yard line. 4th and goal from the 1. And decision time for Matt LaFleur. Head.
But they say he's a bit short.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. The rush defense is pretty good as well.
And here comes the field goal units, and I'll go for a 17-yard field goal on the right hash. The snap is to those kick is right down the middle, and it's 10-0 Packers. They hit the ball at the Cowboys' 18-yard line, only did 3, but they're up by 2 scores with 5:24 left in the 2nd quarter.
Three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know what's going in the hoop.
Here's the kickoff, Mason Crosby after the made 17-yard field goal from Mason Crosby. And we return from about 3 yards deep by Tavon Austin. And he will get it out to their own 31-yard line. That's where the Cowboys will start their next drive. That's where the Cowboys will start their next drive. They have two basically a 3-and-out fumble and a turnover on downs. They haven't got a first down yet. Actually, they have got a first down. Yeah, when they lost the fumble, they have a first down, but they haven't got, I believe, past midfield. They only have I think one first down. Here we go, trying to hit their offense going, and he just shuts it, and it's somehow caught. It's caught by Amari Cooper. What a catch! What a catch! I don't know where the flag is, but the defender was all over him. No flag, but he does touch the football. Here we go. Rolls out right. Throws it wide open. Amari Cooper down to the Packers 27-yard line. Preston's 7 for 10, 88 yards. Amari Cooper, 2 receptions, 33 yards, and they're on the move. First time across midfield. Here we go. Boot to the left. And I'll shut it down to the low guy. And he just spins in. He loses the one. No gain on the pass. I believe that's their fullback or their second string running back. Here's a snap. In the pocket. Look at one-on-one coverage. Not the way by Kevin 10. 3rd and 10 now.
My observation has been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
Here's a snap in the pocket. Look it, the ball is caught. Amari Cooper down to the 11. 1st and 10 from that point. First down, Dallas.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
First time marker is basically inside the 1-yard line.
The more confidence your guys get.
Here's a snap in the pocket. Throws it to the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Randall Cobb, the former Packer. And Randall Cobb, and with the extra point to cut the Packers lead to 3. At the Hail Mary in the 2016 NFC Wildcard playoff game, he caught the Hail Mary in the back of the end zone. The snap is good. Those pitches right down the middle, and they've cut the Packers lead to 3 at 10-7. 7 plays, 69 yards, 2 minutes, and 39 seconds long. Prescott 6 for 7, 67 yards on that drive. And here's the kick by the Cowboys kicker on their own 35-yard line.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And it will be caught in the end zone and need in the end zone for a touchback. That's what and the Packers will start their next drive at their own 25-yard line. The video will probably end a 2-minute warning, probably. And you won't see the whole game in the Super Bowl. You won't see the whole game. Here we go. Here's the snap in the pocket. Throws it. Ball is caught. Graham spinning. He is tackled in bounds all the way up to their own 43-yard line. Clock is moving. 2.5 minutes left to play in the first half and counting. The state standing game between the Packers and the Cowboys here in Arlington.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it in.
Here's a snap. Rodgers throws it. Adams almost intercepted. Send it down.
It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in week 10 of the NFL?
Actual week 13. Here's a snap. Boot out to the left. He's sacked. 2-minute warning. The score is 10-7 Packers. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. This will be the last drive of the video. Here we go. Here's Rodgers, 3rd and a mile. 3rd and long. Throws it. And it's Coburger. Can he find the stats? No, he cannot. Up to the 49. And it's 4th and 2. And here comes a punt unit. Here comes J.K. Scott. And they pin him deep, though. And here's the punt by J.J. Stott. And it is down the Cowboys will start their next drive. Good punt by J.J. Scott, the Packers punter. Up by 3, and the Cowboys do get the ball such that in half. That's gonna end this episode. If that's the episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you have yet. Tell all your friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 3 of Madden 20 Playing Now series, which will probably be a name in the Christmas dinner, which just start the day I did out, December 20th. It's a noon release that day, Friday before Christmas. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope. Comment below what you're gonna have. We're having turkey stuff and all that good stuff. I believe mashed potatoes and I believe baked potatoes too. And you know what? That's time for the closing. No board. If that's the episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you have any. Tell all your friends about these videos. Or tell your mom, dad, grandpa, and uncles, pets, and everyone you know about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 3 of this Madden 20 Playing Now series. See you in episode number 3. And eat a lot of bacon and a happy Thanksgiving.